biggest tech and startup platform, started in 2010. This is the first time we have partnered with the Entrepreneurship World Cup to organize the South Korea National Edition. Welcome to the live pitching session. My colleague Samiha will be introducing EWC later. But before that, I just wanted to give a brief introduction to Be Success Media Group. So, as I said, started in 2010. Be Success is the oldest, one of the oldest startup and tech media in Korea. We run 11 sub brands, including Startup and Chill, which is like a Korean startup news aggregator. We have Korea focused English language brands, Korea Tech Desk, Korea Tech Today, Korea Game Desk, Korea Product Post, and Korea Travel Post. And of course, K-pop, which is very popular. We also have other regional, international English language brands which focus on the US, India, and Asia. So that's a quick introduction to Be Success Group. Over to Samiha to introduce EWC.
Thanks, Vallabh. Welcome, everyone. We're happy to see you all safe and well. On behalf of the Global Education and Leadership Foundation, which is one of the global organizers of the Entrepreneurship World Cup, alongside Miss Global Forum and Jen, we're excited and very honored to have you all here today for the EWC 2020 National Finals in South Korea, hosted by Be Success Media. We at TGELF are very much committed to the values of ethical innovation and progress, and as an organization have always felt a particular bias for entrepreneurial initiatives. This has resulted in our foundation going beyond work in the traditional realms of social welfare and education, where we are present in 14 different countries with our curriculum, and into the vibrant field of enterprise support and development, be it through organizing entrepreneurship school curriculum with the Delhi government or working on ground towards initiatives with the Global Entrepreneurship Summit or the World Economic Forum in Davos. Well, so far, the journey with EWC has proved the project to become a success at scale. We've had more than 100,000 applications from 187 different countries, and this year, even despite the COVID pandemic, our numbers are only rising with the number of applications we have been receiving on our virtual platform. And we hope that EWC continues to foster a global entrepreneurial system. And without further ado, I'm gonna give the floor back to Vallabh, and we're very excited to hear all the pitches from our entrepreneurs, and good luck to all the participants.
All right, great, Samiha. Next up, I would like to invite the judges to introduce themselves to the audience briefly. So, James, can you please introduce yourself? James Jung is the founder of Be Success Media Group. James, can you unmute?
This is James from Be Success Media Group, and then we are kind of leading tech media in South Korea, and then our company's mission and vision is to help the entrepreneurs going globally successfully. And that's under that vision we're trying to like building up various like platform or to supporting in diverse ways, like media side and then investment side, and also business partnership, like connecting buyer side. So thank you for all the companies for joining for the pitches, and then very looking forward to your vision and mission. Thank you.
All right, thanks, James. Sanghi, can you please introduce yourself?
I think there's Sunghi can only listen right now, so I think that I'm gonna share on behalf of him. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Sunghi is Vice Secretary of the General ComUp, and ComUp is kind of now the biggest tech conference in Korea, operated by the government. And then Sunghi, right after this, Sunghi has I used to work as a director and VP of the IDG Capital, which is a leading investment firm in China. And then he works as an investment director as ID Capital Korea branch.
All right, great. Kirti, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. Morning, everybody. I happen to be the Vice President New Technologies at a group called the Sun Group. It's the corporate arm that runs TGEL, the foundation that is one of the co-organizers of this particular event. And I'm very excited to see what kind of startups are coming out of South Korea, and best of luck to everybody else.
All right, great. So now we can start with the startup pitches. I will be inviting the startups, and Samiha has already briefed how it's going to work in terms of the buzzer. So first up, we have Say Global.
Say Global, please go ahead and share your screen.
Oh, so sorry. I wasn't sure if I was first or second. I think originally I was second.
Yeah.
But go ahead and get started.
So one of the startups had to back out. So
okay. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I think this is the correct screen. I'm sharing a screen with, do you guys see it?
Yes, now we see
the presentation, right?
Yes, here.
Okay, everyone sees the presentation. Okay, great. Let me know when I can get started.
Please get started.
Take a look at these three images. What do they have in common? Zoom, BTS, Korean seniors. The answer is that all three are experiencing rapid growth. In the era of coronavirus, everything is now transitioning online, and Zoom is at the forefront of this shift. BTS is everywhere. They are the world's biggest boy band with legions of fans. And Korea is home to the fastest Asian society in the world. Individually, all three of these things may not have any connection at all, but together they paint the story of our company, Say. Hi, I'm Kwon Win, co-founder of Say. We're an online Korean tutoring platform that matches Korean learners all over the world with live one-to-one lessons with retired Korean professionals. We started the company because we saw the rise of K-pop and the growing demand for Korean language. At the same time, we also saw a growing demographic in need, Korean seniors, especially 7 million baby boomers approaching retirement age, facing the issues of generation gap, loneliness, and a desire to find meaningful work after retirement. So why not connect these talented, experienced individuals with millions of eager Korean learners worldwide? That's where Say comes in. We launched in early 2017 with our own dedicated LMS platform, a pool of trained Korean tutors, and a curriculum designed by experts with a strong focus on communication skills and building speaking skills. Now, you may think, sure, we're just another language company, but here's what sets us apart. Unlike other major competitors that are Korean language marketplaces, we actually source and train our own tutors, not just volunteers and relying on freelancers. We also create our own content. Our competitors use a mix of offline content with textbooks and preloaded materials from free apps, which are very low quality and lack consistency in structure and quality. And our secret sauce is actually our Korean tutors. They are experienced with years of knowledge, and they are what we call the passports into the real Korea. Since launch, we've grown our business into an award-winning startup with over 60,000 students learning worldwide with our free content, 700 paying customers using our one-to-one tutoring service. And we're also experiencing growth in terms of our lesson. This is our major KPI, lessons conducted, a robust growth of 24% since July of this year. And top it off, we actually have 5 out of 5-star ratings. Nearly 100% of our lesson ratings are rated 5 out of 5, which shows that our students are very happy with our lessons. The team comprised of 20 years of experience in language education, branding, marketing, and business development. We've also been recognized by Forbes 30 Under 30. We're incredibly excited to be working on a platform that not only provides high quality online education, but also creates social impact in the lives of our Korean seniors. For the rest of 2020 into 2021, we're scaling up SAY. The plan is to increase our product line to 30-minute lessons and group lessons because there's been great demand. We're also expanding our services to larger markets in Southeast Asia and India, where we've seen a rising interest in Korean education. Our team is devoted to becoming the world leader in online tutoring service. We're starting Korean, and we can't wait for you to join the ride. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Judges, do you have any questions?
Yeah, thank you for the great pitch. Like, quick question is that, what would be the kind of goal and milestone to achieve within a year, and then how you're gonna try to achieve the goal? So I want to see like a scalability strategy for that.
Great. That also goes back to what we were saying. We see demand in group lessons and also shorter lessons because our students realize that, from what we're selling, we want to make sure it's more affordable. So there's larger demand in Southeast Asia where we feel like if we create group lessons, we can reach millions of other students. And that's something that we want to achieve within the next year as we launch our products in those countries.
What's your primary customer base today? What is the demographic like?
The demographic of our students comprise of expats, English teachers in Korea. We also have Korean fans, millions of fans in terms of, many of them are Korean language enthusiasts or they're K-pop fans. So we have those hobbyist students. Then we have students who are actually learning for business reasons. They want to be employed at a Korean company or want to work in Korea someday, or for Korean conglomerates abroad in countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and Singapore.
Okay. Do you have any idea of how many foreign nationals are residing in Korea today in terms of just population?
Yeah, in Korea right now there are about 1.1 million expats.
Okay. 1.1 million. Okay. And last question from my side: what's the subscription cost for each one of these individuals? Does it differ by demography, or is it the same for everyone?
Right now, our pricing ranges from packages. So for the average cost per lesson is about $30 plus tax. However, our students buy in terms of packages. So they'll buy anywhere from $300 to almost $1,000 worth of lessons in terms of just studying, because 300 lessons is about 3 months of learning. And then $1,000 worth of lessons, about 6 to 12 months. So when they're learning with us, they buy in bulk packages. We don't have a subscription fee. So it tends to be for them packages of lessons, and then they repurchase a few months later after they complete.
Okay, thanks. And is there any thought around connecting it to one of the certification programs? Let's say Korean language certification programs. Is that part of this process? How is that connected?
We don't have right now a certification program, so students don't get a certificate at the moment. That's something that we're considering for this year as well as one of the perks that our students are interested in. The only certification that we really focus on is our teachers. About 60% of them all come with certified teaching certificates so that they are actually trained Korean tutors. Unlike competitors who tend to be like hobbyists or just volunteers that tend to have some free time on their side, our teachers are highly dedicated to teaching.
Sure, thanks.
All right, Sanghi, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, great. Thank you, Say Global.
Thank you so much.
Next up, we have Plotify. Matt?
Yes, I'm here, but I have a problem because I cannot start my video. I don't know why. Oh, okay, the host is. Oh yes, okay, yes, because it was blocked for me. I couldn't really open the video. Okay, let me put up my presentation on a screen.
Hey, first of all, thank you for joining us so early in the morning, your time.
Oh yeah, no problem. My pleasure, actually. So let me just pop it on a screen. I have the screen sharing disabled. Okay, it's on now. So let me share that. Okay, now you see my full screen, right? So I should go to the presentation mode like that.
Yes, you're good to go now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Please start.
Okay. So hello, my name is Matt. I represent Plotify, and we are generating consumer traffic from TV media to e-commerce stores. I am a CMO, and have you actually ever wondered yourself what your favorite TV character is wearing on a show? Well, Plotify is enabling you not only to find out, but actually to purchase it immediately through our app. And the biggest problem of traditional media is a gradual decrease in advertising budgets. And that is because a lot of advertisers do not see a direct link between TV advertising and online sales. Spotify is about to change that right now. We have created a completely new stream of revenue for video content producers and broadcasters. We are offering a revenue share from moving TV audience through the second screen, our Plotify app, to the retail stores of product placement partners. So in a nutshell, we changed traditional product placement into a measurable sales channel. And we know that it works because we already did that in Europe. We have invested $25,000 in transferring viewers from the biggest TV series on national television to the biggest e-commerce platform in the country. We have generated 0.7 conversion rate from total TV viewers to app downloads. Our customer acquisition cost was 53 € per user in comparison with the average of 7 euros for European Union, which makes us 14 times cheaper due to a context-relevant advertising. There were over 7 advertised product page views per user in the app, but the most important is that 30% of those who clicked through to e-commerce stores actually bought, which was absolutely mind-blowing for us to discover. Signing strategic partnership with Media Hub in Korea was the cornerstone for our long-term business development in this country, and access to clothing inventory from 19 TV stations that was provided by Media Hub translates to 3,000 to 4,000 clothing items being uploaded to Plotify every single month. Yet, partnership with Media Hub is not the only thing. We had a cooperation with Channel A for eccentric Chef Moon, and we are also about to sign a deal with TV Chosun for the next season of Taste of Love. So let's go through the revenue estimations together. Number of viewers is actually coming from TV Chosun, and conversion rates are from our implementation in Europe. And based on that input, our revenue totals over $920,000 just for one show on 92% of gross margin. And we do not stop there. We will merge into new product categories that are hard to brand on TV, such as cosmetics and interior design. Our team has all necessary skills to boost that project to the next level. My name is Matt. That was Plotify, and we would like to welcome you to join us on reinventing product placement on Korean TV. And if you do so, it will be actually us who bring you the money. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Let's see if the judges have any questions. James?
What would be the kind of your same question before, but like scalability strategy to hit the revenue or some users, like say like 10x?
Well, first of all, once we start cooperation with any given TV station, as we did that in Europe and as we tested right now in South Korea, we start with just one show, and then we can expand to more programming, some morning television shows, some drama, and we also add more product categories so we can have more revenue share. And this is one thing. The other thing is that Taste of Love, for example, is being broadcasted not only in Korea, it's being broadcasted in 5 countries in Southeast Asia. So we can have the same cooperation in Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, apart from South Korea, because we do have that deal with the production company that produces Taste of Love. So this is another thing. And for example, in Europe, we have just signed a deal to start a cooperation with Discovery Media on one of their do-it-yourself channels where they do refurbishing of houses. And it starts 10th of October. And they have on that channel, HGTV, they have multiple programs like that. Also, last year when we were participators of K Startup Grand Challenge in South Korea, we met with representatives of Walmart from the United States, and they said that they are very interested in launching the same cooperation because they are supporting a lot of local TV channels with transformations of interior design. So we could link all the products to their website.
All right, thank you. Kirti, do you have any questions?
Just 2 questions. In fact, I'm trying to understand whether what you provide is in-content branding or in-content advertisement.
It's in content advertisement. The way that it works right now is that we buy 5 to 10 second commercials during commercial break, or we buy caption advertising that are popping on the screen in the show and are saying, if you want to find out what your favorite character is wearing, come to Plotify app. So this is the way that we advertise, but we also advertise on internet, on the player screens. So when the TV has its own broadcasting on the internet, we also brand the full page with Plotify, and then people understand that they should go to the app to find the inventory in the form of beautiful looks of interiors and also clothing. And then once they browse through it, like on Tinder, like it or not, when they tap on it, there's a drop-down menu with all the items listed and redirections to the store. So the consumer, the viewer, has always 100% sure that they get linked to the exact same item that was presented on TV. These are not lookalikes. These are exactly the same numbers as we get all the inventory from production companies.
And last thing, the inventory, does it actually match the character that was displayed, that was on screen when, let's say, someone got interested in the particular product? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. If you go to the app, you see the logo of the show, and then under the logo of the show, you can sort the inventory by the TV character, by the episode in the season, by the colors that are on this, and by items. So if you want, like, for example, search blouses, you can just search blouses in the particular show.
Sure. Thank you.
Or pink blouses.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Kirti. Sangi, do you have any questions?
No, I have no question.
Yeah. If I could just add one more thing, I think that this concept could be actually very good for Bollywood. So, I think it could be also launched successfully in India through Mumbai.
Great. Good luck with that. Look forward to that. Thank you, Plotify. Next up, we have SGA Entertainment. Can you please share your screen and get started? Thomas?
Is the pitching started? I cannot hear.
Thomas?
Yes, good morning. Sorry about that. Let me share the screen. Okay, can you see the presentation mode?
Yes. Please go to the
Yes.
presentation.
Is it working? Yes, it's working.
Yes.
All right, then I'll start. Good morning, everybody. I'm Thomas Sommer, and I'm here to introduce SG Group and SGA Entertainment as the co-founder and the CFO. So I'll start briefly with the vision of SG Group is to become the world's first institutions for leaders, creators, and visionaries, as well as the mission, which is to awaken the creative spark. Sorry? Can you see the screen?
No.
We cannot see the screen.
Please
you can see the screen, right?
Please share it again. Stop sharing your screen and share again.
Okay. Is it working now? Is it working?
Please share your screen again.
I did. Is it working now?
Yes.
It's working. Okay, sorry. Great.
Can you
Sorry
put
about
it in
that.
presentation mode, please?
New slideshow.
I use slideshow. There it is. Is it working now? Is it working?
No. Vinay, should we just run it without the PPT mode? Yeah, it's working now.
It's working
okay.
now. Restart your time. Don't worry.
I'll start over, no?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, sure. So let me introduce SG Group and SG Entertainment as the co-founder and the CFO. I'll start briefly with the vision, which is to become the world's first institutions for leaders, creators, and visionaries, as well as our mission, which is to awaken the creative spark in each individual in order to build a more confident, healthy, and prosperous future for all. Briefly about the founding team, my co-founder Julian Spielman has been working in the entertainment sector for over 20 years. Among other things, he was working for the French-German TV channel Aiet, as well as a music producer, artist himself. As far as I'm concerned, I've been working in startups, mostly as in PR and marketing roles for the past 8 years. The organization of our company is structured in 3 entities. We have the entertainment, which focuses on the production and the training of the artists. We have the network, which focuses on all the PR aspects and our partnerships. And SG Unity, which is about all the marketing and the merchandising, as well as the online store. As for the business structure in general, we have put together one production system, which puts together the Korean and European systems in order to penetrate the international markets with our entertainment content. The system itself is a combination of the Korean and French systems. The Korean systems focuses a lot on the appearance, on the outside aspect, but it is also a kind of a fabric system with no real focus on the self-expression, while the French system really focuses on the emotions and the expression of one's own personal emotions. And the combination of both, we're basically taking the best of both worlds in order to come up with our own integrated system. Quickly about the market analysis, of course, the K content has seen extraordinary growth over the past years, as well as the world content market size is also growing, expected to reach $60 billion in 2023. As for our business plan, our goal is to produce a large number of IP contents and IP items over the next 2 years, with a total of 24 MVs, 12 albums, 16 EPs, and 32 singles at the minimum through collaborations with external producers. As for PR, we have already reached out to a lot of media within Korea, and we have now solid relationships with a series of media outlets here in the country, including Civil Economics and the Herald in Korea. And yes, have received over 20 news articles published already. As for our business plan, our goal is to reach break-even from 2023, and that's about 3 to 4 years before reaching break-even. So SGA Entertainment places itself at the center of the cultural trends, bridging both worlds, the East and the West, with the K-pop performance aspect and the French focus on creativity. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Judges, do you have any questions? James?
Okay, can you please maybe share or show us any kind of idols, like groups that if have like launched?
Sure, but let me share the screen.
I can understand. So I want to see the real kind of a product or real kind of like.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So we have already started trading some idols. We have currently, we are currently 3 trainees that we have recruited in Korea. So I can share with you the first content that we did. It's working.
Okay, got it. Thank you for sharing.
Right. So there's an example of the first cover that we produced together with our trainee. So as you can see, the focus is to help them create something with from their own emotions. She's actually the one who chose that song to cover. And over the next months, we plan to produce many more pieces of content, as well as collaborate with other producers from Korea and abroad.
So the other question is that how you want your company grow in what stage? Like in Korea, like the players are dominated by the like SM Entertainment and then
yes,
VIP and YG. So and BK2. So how you want to be positioned in this very like competitive market, and how you want
actually
what stage,
yes.
how you want to grow?
Absolutely. So our goal is not to go to the Korean market first, is to go to the Western market. And in this sense, we're better positioned than the Korean companies because as we are Western ourselves, we understand these markets better than them. So in a sense, our competitors are not so much SM and JYP or Big Hit. They're more Universal and Warner and Sony. And the Korean entertainment companies do not have the knowledge to understand how to sustain themselves in the Western markets over the long term. So our goal is to take the K-pop trends and use it in order to establish ourselves over there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. Kirti?
Just one question. How would you differentiate, and continuing on what James was asking, how would you differentiate yourself as a media production house compared to the big guys around, and why do you think you will still be there 3 years down the road as a company exists 3 years down the road?
So the reason that we see ourselves as sustaining ourselves over the long term is that because we place a lot of focus and importance on the personal development of the artists themselves. So if you look at the typical entertainment companies in Korea, they do not have such a focus on the development of the people, of the persons. They just basically attribute them a role, and they play that role until it doesn't work anymore. We teach them to become their own persona. They need to put their own personality into their basically into the market's persona in order to be able to adapt themselves to their audience over the long term. And this is basically, we're taking the Western creative approach with the Korean training approach together in order to form a new type of entity.
Thank you. Sanghi, do you, Kirti, any more questions? Sanghi, do you have any questions?
No, I have no question. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you, SGA Entertainment.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Livestock. Can you please share your screen?
Can you see my screen? Okay,
Please get started.
Hi, everyone. I'm a co-founder and chief research officer for Livestock, and we develop livestock management system for nomadic pastoralists. Oh, wait, what are you? Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen. You can continue.
Okay, sorry. Nomadic pastoralists are people who practice seasonal migration to raise their livestock. Livestock management is very labor intensive as they must search for or be next to their freely grazing livestock for hours every day. And yet, despite their hard labor, some livestock get lost for good. They can't use technical device because there's no communication and power infrastructure in pasture areas. We had to develop a solution that can track the locations of freely grazing livestock anywhere, even in areas with no communication and power infrastructure. So we use low power wide area P2P communication technology to develop a system that can send data directly from one device to another. Transmitter can send livestock location data directly to a receiver, and this information can be monitored on mobile application. This private network can be expanded by setting up the repeaters, and if a repeater is connected to gateway, people can have access to online platform as well. This whole system can operate with no internet and no mobile network. This is our product, developed in cooperation with Samsung Electronics. In 2019, we implemented a pilot project in Kazakhstan, and over 60 nomadic households participated, and about 200 horses were monitored and managed in real time. As a result, livestock loss was reduced by 100%, and manual labor hour was reduced by 65%. And as you can see, user satisfaction rate was very high. Livestock monitoring market is about $1.5 billion in size, and it's still growing. We will take over 10% of pastoral livestock monitoring market. Our local partners will be selling the products directly to the pastoralist. And there may be pastoralists, especially the small-sized ones, who may find our product to be a little bit on the expensive side. So we will make it even more affordable with ODA, CSR, and government funds and projects. These are our competitors. We make better, more affordable, and suitable products. Our device is cheaper despite its better quality, and we don't charge monthly communication fee because we use our own private network. And again, I want to emphasize that our product can be used anywhere, even in areas with no internet and no mobile network. And it's very easy to set up and expand. You don't have to be a professional to do it. This is our forecast for next 2 years. We will start making revenue by the beginning of next year, and by October, our revenue will exceed our cost. We are a team of enthusiasts with local and IT experience, ready to offer the most optimal solution. We want to expand our solution to other areas, such as texting, service for rural population, and wild travelers. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for that pitch. Now we're going to go on to the judges for any questions. Kirti?
Okay, so thank you very much for your great pitch. And then a quick question is then how you come up with this like the business, and how you what motivate you guys to start this company and also business?
The 3 founding members of our team were raised in Central Asian countries for more than 18 years, so we thoroughly understand the field. And the CEO of our company even wrote his master's thesis on nomadism and digital divide, which actually became a starting point for our startup.
And then can you please share more about the kind of market size? How big is the market again? What's the actual the size of the sales that you can sell, your company may sell in the future, including like a market.
When I mentioned the livestock monitoring market, it's covering the whole livestock monitoring, such as health and livestock movement monitoring, everything. And for now, we are aiming for the 3 Central Asian countries. That's Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Mongol. And so that's, as I mentioned, that's about $10 million to $50 million in size for now. And of course, there are other countries that practice pastoral farming. So we want to expand our markets to other countries such as Africa, Middle East in the future as well. That's bigger market opportunities. Sorry, I can't hear your question.
How much have you raised your company? How much investment you get?
Investment wise? Actually, we have one competition run by Samsung Tomorrow Solution. So they funded us for 2 years. So that's about that was about 800,000, yes, for 2 years. And yes,
okay.
Okay,
Okay, thank you. Got it.
All right, thank you. James, any other questions?
Nope.
Okay, Kirti, do you have any questions?
Just one question. In fact, that makes it 2 parts. You're tracking the movement of the animal, correct? Are you
Yes.
also in a position to track the health of the animal?
Track the, excuse me one more time.
Can you monitor the health of the animal as well?
Oh, for now, no, but that's what we are aiming for in the future. Health and livestock traceability, everything.
Okay. And what if one of the animals gets stolen? What happens then?
We have anti-theft alarm. So when an animal makes abnormal movement, the user can get alarm for it. Or if our device is detached from a livestock without the users knowing, then yes, they get alarm for that too.
Okay. Fine.
The problem is that for now, animals are grazing in the pastures, so they don't know till a few days or a week later till that their livestock is stolen. So.
Correct. Fair enough. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Sangeet, do you have any questions?
Sorry, the time is up for Q&A.
Okay, all right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Livestock.
Thank you.
Let's get started with Find. Andrew, can you please share your screen and get started? Thanks.
Let me know if you guys can see my screen. Can you see this?
Yes, please start.
Okay, let me just move my screen. Okay, sorry. My name is Andrew. I'm a founder and CEO of Find. Well, let me just do a quick intro of myself. I have about 10 years of APAC recruiting experience, and I helped 2 top global startups launch and scale its APAC business from the very early stage, Uber and Cloud Kitchens. Like many successful companies, one of the key factors that contributed to Uber and Cloud Kitchen's success in the early stage, I believe, is just because they were able to attract and hire really good quality top talent. I was very fortunate enough to have worked with one of the best people, and I had an opportunity to try out many different creative and innovative recruiting strategies, and some worked really well and some didn't really work at all, and that's how actually Find was born. So let me just tell you a little bit about Find first. Find is an invite-only professional networking platform for top quality bilingual talent. So before we talk about Find a little more, let's just take a look at some of the problems that I'm trying to solve here. So the biggest problem here in recruiting market is 70% of talent are passive, meaning they're not looking out for an opportunity. Yet companies are actually trying to get in touch with these people as much as possible. Companies are using LinkedIn or referral programs to get in touch with this 70% passive talent and bring them to company tour, coffee chats, or happy hour events to convert them. So talk about their mission, vision, and why this company is a great place to work for, and all that. But as you know, with COVID-19, all this is now long gone, right? And companies are trying to figure out, okay, how do we get in touch with these people now? And that's where actually Find comes in. What we do is we pre-screened and invite top quality talent, bilingual talent to our platform. And we provide online virtual happy hour events, group forums, and a video content sharing system to connect top quality companies and top quality bilingual talent. Well, we have 3 different products. We have a happy hour and Find talent and content, but I'm going to actually focus on happy hour first because this is a product that we are trying to grow and focus right now. So happy hour, Find happy hour is an online virtual company info session where we invite a super good quality members to this online platform like Zoom, like how we are doing it right now with the company representatives. So it's a really private, very interactive, and also very relevant. So companies are able to share their mission and vision, and they're able to really showcase their culture to the right group of top quality talent. And our members are able to casually ask questions to top executives who are mostly CEOs and head of departments. And some of the, we've already tested this product with a bunch of different top global companies, and the feedback has been really great. As you can see, 30% of the participants who were passive before, after the event, now they are immediately interested. 70% said they're actually interested, but not now, but mid to long term. So it was 100% conversion, which was a pretty awesome. Our members.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just question then. Yeah.
Finish your sentence.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we already have 3,000 members who speak English plus Chinese, Japanese, and Koreans in APAC, and it's been only 3 months.
Great, thank you, Andrew. Judges, if you have any questions.
Okay, Andrew, thank you for your great pitch. And then quick question is that, how do you expect your kind of revenue in next maybe 2 years? I'm just wanna know about the kind of market size or how much what level you can grow in 2 or 3 years later.
Sure. Right now we are charging companies per event. So we are actually charging $2,000 per.
You charge for the event. Okay, got it.
But our plan is by end of the year we should have about 8,000 members, and that's when we are going to turn it into a subscription model. So companies will subscribe annual subscription with an annual subscription fee of $10,000, which will include 4 happy hour events, and then the database of our membership, and also exclusive channel on our platform for them to share their information or showcase anything that they want to do. So in the next 2 years, our target is by end of the year, we are going to turn on our the annual subscription model. And by the end of next year, our target, the paying customers, is actually 120 paying companies.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
One quick question, Andrew. What stops others from replicating what you're doing? How will you stop competition?
So that's why I'm only focusing on one very specific group of people, which is bilingual, right? And I'm targeting Koreans, Japanese, and Chinese who are English speakers, right? And right now, the way we are targeting membership acquisition is just because we already have about 11, 12 top global companies who are our clients, right? So we are able to use those names to target more top quality bilingual talent. And with that, we are able to go to other companies and also sell vice versa. So to answer your question, and it's not so much about just getting these quality people and quality companies, but also there has to be a lot of different programs that we need to create to match these two. Because there are a lot of platforms out there that will give you good quality talent and companies, but what they're missing is the interaction between these two and how they are connecting these two parties. And we are using Find Happy Hour, which is a live online interactive session for companies and then the talent to get to know each other.
Thanks.
Great. Any other questions?
Nope.
Okay, moving on. Thank you, Andrew. Fine. Next up, we have Aiet. Soo-Young, can you please share your screen and get started?
Okay, yeah. I'm going to take my presentation first. Okay, good morning, everyone. Yeah, I'm so excited to have you all. Yeah, because I don't have many experience to present like this. Yeah, thank you for having me first. Anyway, I'm Soo-Young Kim, Director of Marketing at Aiet. I'm going to show you the introduction of Aiet and technology features. We are a long-range dynamic target iris recognition technology startup. Yeah, Aiet, we are I'm going to show you a vision of iris recognition technology from the movie Minority Report. Have you ever experienced to use biometric recognition? Yeah, all of you may use it because we all have smartphones such as iPhone, Android, things, whatever. Yeah, every hour, daily hectic routines. Yeah, the movie Minority Report released 2002. It presented amazing scene of future daily life, especially using our biometrics. So, iris recognition. Where are we? Where we are? Yeah. Now, even though many of technology companies for biometrics offer a diversity of vision aiming the spread out of this technology, but we have faced now a big question about the user interface. In other words, we need some more technology that the user feel uncomfortable and come in handy to use the biometric devices. Yeah, what's more, after COVID-19 pandemic, facial recognition, we realized how uncomfortable it was with wearing a protection mask. Due to the fact that above I mentioned, we are now developing the convenience way of iris recognition. Very short time clip. Yeah, please pay attention to this. Yeah, this video will show you how our developing items work in real sight. Yeah, an important technology that we possess is DOS, distance object scanning technology that recognizes a moving object at a long distance and has an algorithm that is different from the existing iris recognition that recognizes the fixed target at 0.3 meters. As we all know, American iris tech group startup Tencent has the best iris recognition in existence with a fixed target at a distance of 0.5 meters. Compared with this, our DOS technology has a certain distinction to recognize it as a moving object from a long distance. So doing this, this is regarding to where we are heading to. Our goal is spreading out of our device that user biometric devices without any hesitation, stopping, or inconvenience. This page is, okay. Yeah, this is, regarding to our business model. And this is regarding to the hardware development once target. Yeah, we have now developing 3 types of prototype model.
All right. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, AIET.
Yeah.
Judges, do you have any questions?
Okay, thank you for the great pitch. And quick question is that, what would be like a competitive landscape? What is your like competitors? Who are the competitors in this industry inside the Korea, including like big corporations? How you gonna position yourself among this market?
Yeah, our DOS technology that recognize the moving object at a long distance. I'm just 1.5 meter to 2 meter. Yeah, our competitors is the as I already said, Tencent and CMI Tech, Arian's technology in domestic. Yeah, they don't have any moving object or long distance technology now. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions, judges?
Yeah, quick question, Suyang.
Yes.
What is the status of the product today? I'm assuming it is still in development, correct? So how long do you think it will take for the product to be perfect, at least ready to launch?
Yeah, we now have developing three type of prototype things, and smart gate and CCTV and extension type. It will be finished in this end of the year. Yeah.
Okay. And last question: are you aware of the FRVT process, which is undertaken by NIST in the US?
Sorry, I can hear you exactly.
Are you aware of the facial recognition verification, continuous facial recognition verification undertaken by NIST in the US? It's a US government body, National Institute of Standards and Technology.
Yeah, we are going to develop our business model. Yeah, that you mentioned. Yeah, because our company mainly captures digital market and which developed advanced algorithm, AI algorithm for long distance iris recognition, camera, PCB board, and module and firmware to the appliance to the any other devices or the tools of the device.
Okay, thanks.
All right. If the judges want to share something later, they can share it with the team and we can share it with the startups. All right, thank you, AIET.
Okay, thank you.
Moving on. Next up, we have Angie from Willem. Can you please share your screen and get started?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes, you can start now.
Okay, I'll be starting now. Hi, everyone. I'm Angie O, the Global Service Representative at 3Line Diary. So what is 3Line Diary? We are a leading diary journal app that enables you to capture your life with just 3 lines a day. You can think of it as Twitter meets diary. We were awarded last year as a Google Play and Apple Store featured app with over 1 million downloads. And I want to start today with a story behind 3Line Diary. So 4 years ago, a man and his wife quit their jobs and traveled around the world for 400 days. His role was recording every moment on their blog, but it was not easy to express and record everything every day. Sometimes it even took him 4 hours. And at that time, his wife told him, just write 3 lines. And so that's what he did. He uploaded his 3Line Diary on Facebook during their trip. The post got over 5,000 likes on Facebook, and Korean publishers contacted them offering hard copies. So he began to think, everyone knows to a certain extent that keeping a journal is beneficial, but it takes a lot of time. And at the same time, there's a growing fatigue of seeing these perfectly orchestrated, picture-perfect lives on social media. Where can we see people's sincere and honest life stories? So he thought, let's start with 3 lines. This is a real story of our founder, Junho Bae, and how 3Line Diary developed from an idea to an actual app. While staying anonymous, our users began sharing their honest thoughts and experiences and actively engaging with each other. As a result, within 2.5 years, there were over 1 million downloads, 250,000 MAUs, and 100 million page views only in Korea. In addition, we found business partnerships with big corporates such as SKT and Naver. The social media market is at a time of change, and mindfulness meditation app market continues on an uphill ride as part of the self-care trend, especially in this new discourse of the pandemic where people are spending more time alone. And yes, many diary apps are serviced, but there's no key player in the diary app platform that allows users to share their diary. So we'll take the lead in this market. Our team members are IT specialists and have experience operating systems at Samsung for almost 10 years. We have expertise and we are innovative, so we will do well and continue to push further to expand globally. We're from Korea, but diaries are not only for Koreans. All over the world, people want to keep diaries and journals, and they'll realize that just 3 lines are enough. Let's make a global emotional contents platform together. Let's start with 3 lines. Thank you for listening.
All right, thank you, Willem. Let's see if the judges have any questions.
Okay, thank you for the great pitch. And then can you please share your kind of growth plan in maybe next year? How you gonna grow user base into maybe next level? Just curious.
Of course. We've already proven how we are able to proven our impact in South Korea with the downloads and the ever-growing 2 times each year. So we were thinking we should be expanding this globally. So that's our priority for this year. We're planning on just expanding the theme of sharing your diary, but more of a community where people can share their dilemmas, their concerns, and overseas. Specifically, we're going to be targeting Europe and East Asia. Further on, maybe after that, we want to go into the US.
Okay, thank you for sharing.
All right, any other questions, judges?
Angie, first of all, compliments. I thought the way you presented it was picture perfect. Keep that up. Yeah. The question that I had for you is, where do you see roadblocks in monetizing this application that you've developed? What are the roadblocks that you see?
Right. The main risk that we were kind of facing, especially when we're trying to expand globally, is the concept of sharing your own diary, right? And because it's a diary platform, people will have a tendency to kind of leave it behind. But we have overcame that in Korea by raising the sense of community and how people are getting consoled and mindful experience in Korea. So we're kind of hoping to overcome that in the global seas by allowing, by kind of raising the sense of community, because we've recently released something called Shared Diary by Topic, where over hundreds of people are writing together as a community about various things, especially like BTS fans are coming in together to write fan diaries about their dilemmas and concerns. So we're continuously trying to see how we can overcome that roadblock with a sense of community and other special benefits in writing every day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions? All right. Thank you, Willem. Moving on. Next up, we have Piquant. Can you please get started and share your screen with us, Youngjun?
I'm going to try to share my screen first. Can you see the screen?
Yes, you can start now.
All right, perfect. Hi, can I start?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Songjun Kim from Piquant. Piquant is specialized in components detection and analysis solutions based on spectroscopy. Spectroscopy is the study of the interaction between light and matter. As humans have a different fingerprints that can be used to identify ourselves, each matter has a different interaction with light. And with spectroscopy, we can analyze the matter whether it is liquid, solid, and even gas. But a lot of noise is created during the detection due to the environmental factors. And traditional spectrometers have tried to solve the issue with a hardware approach, which increased the size and the price of the device. Piquant has solved the problem with a software approach. we have developed a unique patented noise cancelling algorithm that can enhance the signal-to-noise ratio up to 48,000 times. This has enabled us to reduce the size and the price of the device while keeping its sensitivity and precision so that anyone can use it. And we have currently 15 patents. Piquant's one solution multi-use technology can be applied in many different fields, such as healthcare, agriculture, home appliances, smart cities, and much more. Our first application is for testing water quality. Today, more than 3 million people die from waterborne disease each year. But the current water quality analysis methods are either expensive and require experts, such as the PCR method, or it takes more than 24 hours to get the results. To solve these issues, Piquant has developed the water scanner, a portable water quality analyzer that can detect Escherichia coli in water. It is affordable and intuitive enough to be used by anyone without prior training and directly in the field to get quick results. And by connecting all the devices together, Piquant could provide a real-time water quality monitoring map of a region with the authorizations from the local government. And as you can see on this table, compared to the current methods, the water scanner will save time and money. Piquant is currently collaborating with international aid organizations, governments, and companies to fight against global water problems. Here is some media coverage by UNICEF and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation on our unique innovative solution. And at Piquant, we have a vision. We believe in the power of technology for good. And our long-term vision is to enable anyone on this planet to check for harmful substances in their surroundings so that we can all stay safe and healthy. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let's see if the judges have any questions.
Okay, thank you for the great pitch. And then, can you please let us know how the revenue is like for this year?
Can you, the revenue?
Yes, this year.
All right, this year's revenue is about 100,000 US dollars, and we didn't launch the product yet.
So when you're gonna actually launch the product? When you're going to?
We're expecting to launch the product in the first half of next year, 2021.
Okay, so are you guys selling the actual product to the like K-Water or some of the clients? Are you actually shipping or some products to those clients, or are you planning to?
For the water scanner, we are currently still working on the improvement of the sensitivity. We are official partner of K-Water and Government of India, UNICEF, and Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, who have showed their interest in buying our products. And we did not sell yet the products, just send them the prototypes.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Just one question. Apart from water, screening water, what other applications do you think the sensor could be used for?
Okay. So as I said during the presentation, it's a one solution multi-use technology. So we have started with water, but we also have developed an indoor air quality monitoring solution, and we are working on also for the beauty industry to detect cosmetics and skin composition to see to offer a customized skincare solution. And we are discussing with some global companies, Amore Pacific and L'Oreal.
Okay.
I'm Chris from Piquant.
Thank you.
And we develop component detection.
It's actually a very wide one solution multi-use technology, and we are working on developing step-by-step different components that are measurable, and we expect with time that anyone can do primary quality control of their surroundings. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Any other questions?
In this
Oh.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Piquant. So that was our last pitch. Please give us some time while the judges deliberate and with the results. Over to Samiha from the team now.
Thanks, Philip. We're just going to wait for the judges to deliberate, and it should take no more than 5 minutes.
Can I please request Mr. Sanki Choi to join the breakout room?
All right. Thank you, Samiha, for sharing the video. So all the startups, just give us a couple of more minutes, please. And the results will be shared. So as you already know, when you filled up the EWC application, there are benefits for finishing the application and being chosen a finalist. Please have a look at the perks that you get, and maybe some of those are useful.
And in the meantime, if any of the startups would like to discuss amongst themselves, congratulate each other, or just have any general questions about each other's innovations, you can go ahead and talk about that while the judges decide. Thank you for waiting, everyone. The judges are still deliberating, and we had such great startups, and that's why it's taking so much time. But stay tuned, and they will be ready with the results shortly. We thank you for your patience.
Samiha, if you could please stop sharing your screen. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for staying tuned. I think after a long discussion and much deliberation, we have our winners ready with us. But before getting to that, I would like to request all of our judges to please share a few words. James, would you like to go first?
Okay, so great job for the everyone, and then I like to share is that I'm very happy to see some kind of promising entrepreneurs and tech wise, and then most entrepreneurs had a very a nice storytelling and good vision, and then we have discussed long discussion with all judges and then the basis would be how those companies can present and then the Korea, and then also they're gonna show the actual kind of progress among those next round. And so my personal, so thank you, and the old guys and all entrepreneurs did a great job, and then thank you again for your applications and joining again.
Thank you, Santi. Kirti, would you like to go next, please?
Guys, first off, compliments to all of you for making it to the national finals in Korea. And given that we tend to be looking at least within the group that I'm part of, we look at startups / enterprises across the globe for varieties of work that we do and businesses that we do. The quality and the spread of sectors that you guys are working on is very, very impressive. That said, you're part of a competition, right? And continuing what James was saying, we are looking for the companies that will best represent Korea on a global platform. And I think all of you have done a great job. There will be a lot to say and do after this as part of the competition as well, and look forward to working with you guys.
Thank you, Kirti. Sagi?
Okay, good job, everyone. Thank you.
Great. So thank you, everyone, again for joining the South Korea National Finals of EWC 2020. Now I would like to request Samiha Singh, representing the global host TGIV, to please talk about the prizes.
Yes. So for the winner of today's national finals will receive $700,000 worth of services, as well as a direct selection into a global pool finalist. And for the second and third runner-up, we have $100,000 worth of services, along with entry into the global pool, which is a precursor to the global final events. So Vinay, now the floor is to you for the winner.
Thank you, Samiha. So I would like to request Kirti, representing the panel of jury, to please announce the results.
Okay. So the second runner-up that we chose is Find. Congratulations, the Find team. Just to expand on what Samiha was saying, you will be becoming part of sort of a semi-final for the global finals, and look forward to seeing you guys there, and a really good job in how you've approached the problem statement and the creative solution, the innovative solution that you have brought forth for that particular problem.
Right, thank you so much.
Kirti, who's next?
Vinay next, yeah. Next is Aiet, if I'm pronouncing it correct. You are the first runner-up. Congratulations. And the feedback from all of us collectively was the technology and the work that you guys are doing is truly groundbreaking in a lot of ways. We believe you are almost there, and since you're almost there, we had to give you the first runner-up. We await perfection of your technology and becoming a de facto product in a lot of areas that we see on a daily basis for travelers at airports, for others at offices. So congratulations, you're on the right track. And similar to Find, you will also be part of the de facto global finals, semi-finals globally. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah.
And finally, the winner.
And finally, the winner. We did take good amount of time to figure out what would have global traction, number one. Second, we wanted to look at a people problem across the globe, something that all of us can relate to in one form or the other. Third, this is probably the second time I'm repeating this. We wanted to find someone who could truly represent South Korean ingenuity on a global platform and stand with the best from other countries and say, hey, we are truly here to change the way the world is. With these things in mind, we have chosen, I've literally got 3 lines on my notepad here, on which I'm writing this down, and we've chosen Willem to be our winner for the South Korean national final. This to me is in my mind, again, to play a pun on that, this is a very exciting diary entry for the EWC from Korea, if I were to look at it that way. I'd request James and Sangi also to give their impressions of Willem.
For me?
Yeah, if you could also say what you thought of Willem, that will be helpful.
Oh, you already shared, so it's fine. It's all fine. Yes.
Sangi, anything else? Okay, that's the announcements from our side. Vinay.
Thank you, Samiha.
Yes. We would like. I'm sorry, I was muted. We'd like to thank all the judges for joining us today, for your remarks and for your time. We'd also like to congratulate the winners and the runner-up, and also all the entrepreneurs for their brilliant pitches. And we look forward to seeing you in EWC 2021. Thank you.